Welcome to Chapter 6 of Class 10 Science, Control and Coordination. In this fascinating chapter, we'll explore how living organisms detect changes in their environment and respond appropriately. When you touch a hot object, you immediately pull your hand back. When you see delicious food, your mouth starts watering. When a plant grows, its roots go downward into the soil while its stem grows upward toward light. These are all examples of control and coordination. In animals, this is achieved through the nervous system and hormones, while plants use chemical coordination. We'll study neurons, the building blocks of nervous systems, reflex actions that protect us automatically, the amazing human brain with its specialized regions, how plants respond to stimuli without nervous systems, plant hormones that control growth, and animal hormones that regulate various body functions. Get ready for an exciting journey into the coordination systems that keep organisms functioning harmoniously. Let's begin with the nervous system, the body's electrical wiring network. The basic unit of the nervous system is the neuron, a specialized cell that transmits information as electrical impulses. Each neuron has dendrites that receive information, a cell body that processes it, an axon that carries the impulse away, and nerve endings that connect to other neurons or effectors. When receptors in our sense organs detect stimuli like touch, light, or sound, they generate electrical impulses that travel along neurons. At the junctions between neurons called synapses, the electrical signal is converted to chemical signals that cross the gap and trigger new electrical impulses in the next neuron. Sensory neurons carry information from receptors to the central nervous system, while motor neurons carry commands from the central nervous system to muscles and glands. This intricate network allows rapid communication throughout the body, enabling quick responses to environmental changes. Now let's explore reflex actions, automatic responses that protect us without conscious thought. When you touch a hot object, you pull your hand back immediately without thinking about it. This is a reflex action. Why do we need reflexes? If we had to consciously think about the pain, decide to move our hand, and then send the command, it would take too long and we could get seriously burned. Reflex arcs provide a direct pathway in the spinal cord that bypasses the brain for faster response. The pathway is stimulus detected by receptors, sensory neuron carries impulse to spinal cord, relay neuron in spinal cord processes it, motor neuron carries response to effector muscles, and the action occurs. Meanwhile, information also goes to the brain so we become aware of what happened. There are different types of reflexes: spinal reflexes controlled by the spinal cord, cranial reflexes controlled by the brain, and conditioned reflexes that are learned. Reflexes have evolved as efficient survival mechanisms, especially important for animals with less complex brains. The human brain is the most complex coordinating center, protected by the bony skull and cerebrospinal fluid. It has three main regions: the forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. The forebrain, particularly the cerebrum, is the main thinking part responsible for consciousness, memory, reasoning, and voluntary actions. It has sensory areas that receive information from receptors, motor areas that control voluntary movements, and association areas that interpret information. The cerebellum in the hindbrain coordinates voluntary movements, maintains posture and balance, and ensures smooth, precise actions. The medulla controls involuntary actions like heartbeat, breathing, and blood pressure, functions so vital that damage here can be life-threatening. The hypothalamus regulates body temperature, hunger, and thirst, while the pituitary gland acts as the master endocrine gland. Different types of actions, voluntary actions that we consciously control like writing or talking, and involuntary actions that occur automatically like digestion or heartbeat, are controlled by different brain regions working in harmony. Plants may not have nervous systems, but they have remarkable coordination abilities. They show two types of movements: immediate responses that don't involve growth, like the touch-me-not plant folding its leaves when touched, and growth-related movements that are directional and permanent. Immediate responses use electrical chemical signals and changes in water content in cells, causing leaves to droop within seconds. Growth movements, called tropisms, are responses to environmental stimuli like light, gravity, water, and touch. Phototropism is growth toward light, geotropism is growth in response to gravity, hydrotropism is growth toward water, and thigmotropism is growth in response to touch. In Activity 6.2, we observe phototropism where plant shoots bend toward light while roots grow away from it. Tendrils of climbing plants show thigmotropism by coiling around supports. These directional growth responses ensure plants get optimal light, water, and support for survival. Plant hormones, or phytohormones, are chemical coordinators that regulate growth and development. Unlike animal hormones, they're not produced in specialized glands but in various plant tissues. Auxins promote cell elongation and are involved in phototropism. When light comes from one side, auxin moves to the shady side, causing those cells to elongate more, bending the shoot toward light. Gibberellins stimulate stem elongation and seed germination. Cytokinins promote cell division and are found in areas of rapid growth like fruits and seeds. Abscisic acid inhibits growth, closes stomata during water stress, and maintains seed dormancy. Ethylene promotes fruit ripening and leaf fall. These hormones work together in complex ways. Some promote growth while others inhibit it, creating perfect balance. Commercial applications include using auxins in rooting powders, gibberellins in growing seedless grapes, and ethylene in ripening fruits. Plants thus achieve sophisticated coordination using chemical signals rather than electrical impulses. Animals use hormones for chemical coordination through the endocrine system. Hormones are chemical messengers secreted by endocrine glands directly into the blood, affecting specific target organs. The pituitary gland is called the master gland as it controls other endocrine glands and secretes growth hormone that regulates body development. The thyroid gland secretes thyroxine, which controls metabolism and requires iodine, hence the importance of iodized salt to prevent goiter. The pancreas secretes insulin that regulates blood sugar levels. Deficiency causes diabetes treated with insulin injections. Adrenal glands secrete adrenaline that prepares the body for emergency situations by increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and breathing rate. Testosterone in males and estrogen in females control development of sexual characteristics and reproductive functions. Hormone secretion is regulated by feedback mechanisms. For example, when blood sugar rises, insulin secretion increases, and when it falls, insulin secretion decreases. Hormonal control is slower but longer lasting than nervous control, and both systems work together for perfect coordination. Let's review how all control systems work together. The nervous system provides fast, precise control through electrical impulses, ideal for immediate responses and voluntary actions. The endocrine system provides slow, widespread control through hormones, perfect for long-term regulation of growth, metabolism, and reproduction. These systems are integrated. The hypothalamus connects nervous and endocrine systems. The nervous system can trigger hormone release like adrenaline during stress, and hormones can affect brain development and function. Plants use chemical coordination through plant hormones for growth responses and immediate movements through electrical chemical signals. Reflex actions provide automatic protection. The brain enables conscious control and thinking, hormones maintain long-term balance, and feedback mechanisms ensure precise regulation. From the simplest reflex to the most complex thought, from immediate leaf folding to slow directional growth, coordination systems ensure organisms respond appropriately to their environment for survival and success. Understanding these systems helps us appreciate the incredible complexity and efficiency of living organisms. Undefined.